Alright, so I'm going to show you how to remove red eye from another picture of a dog because, I realized that every picture of a dog with red eye is a little different. And you'll end up with, different scenarios, or might just work for my other video, might not work for your picture. So I'm going to show you another, the same way pretty much, but maybe tweaked a little bit. So this picture is way overexposed. Um, But I'm just gonna focus on the eyes. I'm gonna worry about the rest of it because that would take too much time to fix. So first thing we're gonna do again is start with a new layer. I'm gonna zoom in more just so I get more on the eye. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did before, which is color this because I don't want this color here. It's bad. Let's make this brush here. Color, 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 color this portion here. Color this portion here. Color, and then just go back to my tool and press color. That looks a lot better than before. So that is done. Our main goal is to get rid of this white part. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did before. I'm just gonna get this black brush here and just color this in. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna use a solid brush this time. I'm gonna try to avoid coloring outside the white part because I'm gonna smudge that in a bit. Actually, maybe I should use a soft brush. Well, I'm gonna use a hard brush, but this is what I'm gonna do next. I'll show you. So that's done. That's done. Is this color black? Nope, it's not full black. No, it looks different. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and redo that. Okay, so once that's done, I'm gonna get my soft eraser to erase around the edges because I don't want anything sharp or too harsh. That might be too much, but I can always fix that. I'm gonna go back to my smudge tool, zoom back in. Oh, that's too much. Zoom back in again, and I'm just gonna move it on the outside here. Smudge it around. Smudge tool is really great for situations like this, where you have a hard time trying to blend it in to what you're trying to do. But so I'm just do some smudging. There's no exact right or wrong way of doing this. You just have to move it slightly, and just move it around, play with it. If you end up being too strong, you can lower your strength down a little bit of your smudge tool. Keep smudging this portion here. Erase this a little more. Use my soft eraser. That way the edges are more easier to blend in. With Photoshop or using brushes like this to fix the red eye effect, you don't want to use solid brushes too often because it's hard to blend in to make it more seamless. So right now it looks pretty good. I'm gonna hide this part a little more. I wish I had a dog's picture that did not have a black eye, but all the dogs I take pictures of all have black eyes, unfortunately. So I'm gonna go back here and I notice that this is too bright here. Actually, I can use a soft brush. This little white outline here of the eye, it's a little too bright, so I'm gonna get this soft black brush, brush around it, brush around this portion here, because it's a little distracting. I'm just gonna lower the opacity down a little bit, just to make it less distracting. I'm gonna go duplicate this layer, that way we know what we did so far. Okay, so far we're here now. So this is what we had before. Now we have this. So it's a lot better than before. I'm gonna do a little more smudging just to make it more blend better. Okay, so now that's done, we pretty much have a blank slate. This is a nice looking eye, no red eye effect. That's gone. What we're gonna do now is just create some kind of highlight. That way the eyes look alive. So I'm gonna use a grayish color, a soft brush for sure. So what I'm gonna try to do is make the people the same spot as where the red eye effect is. That way the picture looks more natural. That's where the dog's staring. So in this layer here, and I'm just gonna go back down, lower the transparency of this one down, or the feel of it. Does make it more transparent by using the fill or opacity. They do the same thing in this case. And go down to layer 4 and just draw my little highlight. Let's see how does that look. I'm going to try to make it a little brighter, so I'm going to go to a lighter color here. That way the highlight's a little more noticeable. Okay, let's see. Now what I'm going to do is smudge it some more too to make it more, or make it blend better. That way it doesn't look like a brush. It looks more like something natural. I'll use a bigger smudge brush. Okay, so it looks a little better now. Now what I'm going to do is just use another highlight of white. Just a hint of it, just to show that the eyes are a little glossy. Okay, so I'm just going to go here and go to maybe a smaller brush. And just put a little hint of white. Probably right here. I guess the light's coming from this area. It's a little too bright, but the smudge tool is definitely your weapon of choice. Tackling this, I'm going to do this, just make it look like this there. And then lower the fill and opacity down, that way it's just a hint, a very slight hint of it. Smudge it some more, that way it's more hidden. Oh, jeez, zoomed in too little. Okay, so that's how the image looks now. It looks a lot better than before. It's a little bad example because the dog's hairs over here is really overexposed. But when I go back to the original picture, let me open the opacity up. So this is what we started off with originally, and this is what we have now. And that looks a lot better than this, of course. So by doing the same thing I taught you before, by using the brushes and the opacity, smudging it around, you'll end up with something a lot better than what you have initially with the red eye. You pretty much can apply this to, like I said, pretty much any dog pictures. Most dogs' eyes are black, but it ended up being brown or some other color. You could easily use the brushes and go towards that route. It's pretty straightforward. You get a hang of it. I recommend practicing. The smudging tool is pretty straightforward. You can move it around, lower the strength of it on this top left option here if you end up being too strong. But it's pretty much like you move it around a little bit, like to make it blend better, so it doesn't look like you got a brush and literally sprayed on there. It makes it look more natural. So yeah, it looks a lot better now than before. I'm sure if I worked on this a little more, it looks a lot better, but you know, this is a quick little tutorial. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask me. I'm here to help you guys out. But thanks for watching, guys.